got another special holiday package to go over with you guys. This might be the last one before the holidays. We're taking a look at another Camillus package. Now, right off the bat, I have a couple of complaints. I've got a couple of issues. This is the Camillus Warrior Pack. Do you remember the one I unboxed a while back? That was the Adventure Pack, and it had like the tactical tomahawk and the knife and stuff. I think they got a couple of things mixed up. So this has a big old Rambo style Bowie knife, which is cool, I guess, but it also has a bushcraft saw. So I kind of feel like this is more of an adventure pack. This is more like a survival thing, and the tactical tomahawk pack that seemed more like a warrior pack. But you know, who am I to question, right? Who am I to question? All right, there's a couple of interesting things about this warrior pack. We have 7 tools. Says so right there, so I can't miscount this pack like I did the last one. We have a multifunction stinger knife. I don't know what the heck multifunction stinger knife means. We have the folding saw. We got this big Bowie knife, and then we have a little sheath for said stinger knife that I guess also doubles as an emergency whistle. Let's go ahead and flip it around to the back and read some of the stuff. Let's see where they're getting the 7 tool thing. All right, so right here I see 4 items. Let's count the sheath for the knife again. So that'd be 5. All right, so this thing here, this is a sheath for the stinger knife, but it's also a whistle. So maybe that brings us up to 6. And one more thing. Or maybe it's 7 tools on the stinger knife. Let's see. So we have a blade, a saw, a ruler, a bottle opener, butterfly wrenches, and then some regular wrenches. So no, that's not it. I'm not seeing where they're coming up with the 7 number, but you know what? You know what? I trust them. We will see as we continue. Let's go ahead and break into this package. Let's go ahead and take that stinger knife out first.
Ah, blister caps. Aren't they wonderful? Come on out there, you little.
There we go. Okay, so right away there's something about this little knife that I don't really like, and that's that they have the saw back here. Okay, actually, never mind. I was going to say, you know, that looks like jimping, like a place I want to put my thumb to like bear down on the knife, and yeah, I absolutely would. But they give you this little scallop here for your thumb. And if I'm honest, that actually locks the knife in pretty well. So it is thin, like this is a 3-finger knife. It's very thin. This is not like super ergonomic, but I'm guessing this is kind of a, you know, in a pinch, you know, type survival knife thing. The teeth are offset to each other, so that's interesting. Let's go ahead and test the edge here. Grab some paper. All right, we have some paper here. Yeah, it's sharp. That's actually a pretty decent little edge on there. Camillus actually does really good edges on all their stuff, so wasn't worried about that. While I had the camera paused, I used this to cut open the saw. Let's go ahead and talk about the saw. Something interesting about the saw is that they tell you what the steel is. 3CR. None of the other packs, none of the knives or anything in any other packs have blade steel marking. So I'm curious why they did it on the saw. But also I wonder if maybe everything is 3CR steel and they just decided to label it on the saw for some reason. But here's the saw, and I gotta say, actually, right away, this feels pretty good. So I'm guessing we have to push the button down to open it. Yep. All right. I have something to confess. I have been looking for a saw to keep in my pack. I used to have a little Fisker's folding hand saw, but did I break it or did I lose it? I can't remember. But I keep meaning to buy another folding saw to put in my pack for when I'm in the field, or especially the last couple of summers when I've been working out in the mountains. I really wanted a folding saw that I could carry around with me. Sometimes when I couldn't carry my chainsaw or things like that. I was going to buy a silky saw, but I never did. This actually feels really, really nice. The handle is actually very comfortable. It's a good size. That lockup is really nice. Feels very, very solid. And it's got this green and black look that I've been really digging lately. It kind of matches the rest of my field gear, matches my backpack and stuff like that. So I'm actually a big fan. This actually seems really, really nice, especially for the price. Obviously, I will do some testing with this, and maybe we'll do an update video. In fact, maybe I'll take all of these like holiday pack items that I've unboxed this year, and I'll do a big testing video and see what holds up and what doesn't. But I gotta say, I'm really impressed with this. It feels really, really good. So right away, I mean, even if everything else in this pack turns out to be trash, I like this a lot. And so, you know what? That kind of makes it worth it already. So yeah, this handle's kind of like rubberized. It's got really good texturing on it. This is really, really nice. I love the button for that lock. It's easy to get to. If I hold back here, there's no chance of me unlocking it. If I want to choke up into here, even squeezing like that, I don't think it's in any real danger of being unlocked. So yeah, it's actually really, really good. I will have to test it, but so far I think it's going to be really, really good. If it's like that last Camillus saw I had with the axe saw combo thing, that was a horrible saw, but the teeth on this one look a whole lot better. It looks like it's going to be a much better tool. And since it doesn't have an axe head hanging off the other side, it's going to be much better balanced. So yeah, really, really happy with that. Okay, let's go ahead and use our little stinger knife, which is not bad for what it is, but this isn't really my thing. Let's actually get its sheath out so that we can look at that. There we go. Oh, and it comes with paperwork. Let's see what we got here. Oh, this tells, okay, yeah, so this is telling us how to attach it to the bigger knife sheath, which is actually a pretty cool feature. We'll test that in a little bit. Looks like it just clips on. So where do I put the knife? Oh. Interesting. It looks like it only goes in this way. Well, there it is. I don't want to blow this whistle inside right now, so we will go outside and do that later. Let's go ahead and get the big knife out. Alrighty. Yes, it's a very Rambo-esque knife. Ooh. One thing I actually really like right away is this like striking pommel. You can kind of use that to crush things and stuff. Ergonomically, it's okay. It's okay. We do have some finger grooves that kind of guide you into a grip. This actually feels pretty good. Yeah, it's not bad. Very rounded handle. It is rubberized. Feels all right. Is this thing full tang? I have no idea. Let's go ahead and test the sharpness. There we go. All right. It's a Rambo knife. This is the kind of knife that when I was a teenager, I would have absolutely loved. The things up here, they're not quite sharp enough to be saw teeth, but they're too sharp to be jimping. But you can choke up in this little choil here. Let's take a look at the sheath. I actually kind of like the sheath. Knife goes in there like that. Kind of feels like this sheath was not designed specifically for this knife, but I guess it works. Retention is accomplished with 2 nylon loops. And actually that does feel like it's in there. All right. You do have some anchor points here. You can strap this to a pack or something. That snaps on right like that. And, oh wait, whoops. Did that upside down. There we go. And then this... All right, a little bit of a tight fit, but there you go. You can get that in there. There's your belt loop. I don't know why they didn't just go all the way to the top, but they sewed it right there. I wonder if that was a mistake. But there it is. This sheath actually reminds me of another knife I have that I got when I was a teenager. It's back at my parents' place. I'll have to get it out and show it. One of these days, I want to make a video going over like all of the like horrible Mall Ninja type knives that I collect as a teenager and stuff. I think that'd be a pretty fun video, and also be a pretty good little stroll down memory lane for me. It'll be very nostalgic. But yeah, there's that. Getting that off the sheath again is a little bit difficult, which I guess is good, you know, retention. But yeah, you are going to be taking it on and off if you want to use that emergency whistle, which let's go test right now. My neighbors are probably going to love this. We'll see how loud it is. Okay, there's something here. Let's try that again. There we go. Hold it upside down. It's a decently loud whistle. All right. I guess if you're in a jam, you can draw some attention to yourself with that. Alrighty, well there we go. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. So the big Bowie knife is fine. It's okay. It's kind of exactly what I was expecting it to be. It's a cheap, big, tactical Rambo knife type thing. The whistle works. It's a little bit interesting to have it also double as a sheath. The little, what do they call this? Stinger knife? I'm not sure what that means, by the way. Is interesting. It's kind of what it is. You know, but yeah. Not really my thing, but there you go. However, this saw is really, really cool. I'm going to really enjoy testing and using this. I'm actually really, really excited about this. So, what do I think about the Warrior Pack? Well, number one, it should not be named the Warrior Pack. Honestly, this should have been the Adventure Pack. And, you know, maybe throw in the Fire starter from that other pack in here. And that other pack with the tomahawk, yeah, that's more of a, to me, that's more of a warrior pack. I guess mix the elements of the two. This knife here is kind of a warrior-y knife. Although it's also like kind of a Rambo survival knife style thing. I don't know. Rambo definitely is a warrior. But the Rambo knives have become kind of synonymous with survival knives, which kind of brings to mind adventure. Whatever. Yeah, this saw is definitely the highlight. I'm going to really enjoy testing this. So, what do I think about this pack? It's good. It's fine. This saw, again, is a highlight, and I'm very, very excited about this. In fact, I think I like this saw better than anything out of both the Warrior and Adventure packs. So, yeah, this pack might be worth it just for this saw. And then, of course, come on, who doesn't love really neat, tactical, cheap Bowie knives? Again, if I was a teenager, I would be all over this thing. All over this thing. And it is a cool looking knife. It's a cool looking knife, but not really my style anymore. So there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave it a like, comment below, and subscribe. Do I recommend this as a holiday gift? Sure. Yes, you can get this as a holiday gift for someone. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. Merry Christmas.